Why are you a doctor? Why are you doing this chiropractic thing? It's not by chance, I can promise you that much.
Welcome to AMC. I'm Dr. Greg Miller. We're in a series on chiropractic philosophy, and today we're going to cover purpose with Dr. Malone. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Dr. Malone, and I am so excited to talk with you today about purpose. So purpose has become one of those cliche things, right? Like everybody's talking about find your why and you'll be happy. But really, what does that mean? What is purpose, and what does it mean to you, and how does that affect you and your daily life in your career? So if you are sitting here right now listening to me talk, maybe it's because you're wanting to get results in a different area or facet of your life or career. Well, here's this equation that we like to use. So your whole results that you have in your life are directly congruent with your purpose, your identity, your beliefs, and your values. So if you're lacking in one of those areas, you're going to not be achieving the results that you want to. And this is true for any facet of your life. So I always talk to my clients about it's really important for us to understand that you will have a purpose in your career as a doctor, but you're also going to have a purpose as a wife or as a parent or in your finances or with your health. Those, you need to have a purpose, a reason why you're going to strive in each one of those areas. So when we think about purpose, when you know exactly why you're setting out to do whatever it is that you're going to do, the more clarity that you have in it, the better that you can stay congruent with who you are and what really drives you and makes you happy. So if we don't have clarity, we'll find ourselves doing this classic thing of being busy and at work, but making no forward progress. You know, there's a difference between motion and progress. And when we don't know our purpose, we don't know why we're out there doing it, we can oftentimes get confused. And I think you guys understand what I'm saying because, you know, you guys as doctors are having patients come into you and they're sitting in their consultation room and they're saying, well, I want, I have this or that or whatever going on. You're like, okay, well, why are you here? What is it that you're looking for? And those who really truly know why they want to be there are the ones who stick with their recommendations, and they are the ones who get healthier. They just really are. So the more that they understand why, the more that you understand why as their doctor, we can work together as a team to get it, to get that patient to the success that they need. So it's important for you to understand, why are you a doctor? Why are you doing this chiropractic thing? It's not by chance, I can promise you that much. So why are you here? What is it that you're meant to do in this practice? What kind of leadership role, what kind of practice are you supposed to have? And that's really exciting. It's so much fun. But there's something that we need to understand with your purpose. There are all different levels of purpose that we've seen from clients, over the years. And it really comes down to this. Clients are typically motivated by one of two things, either the stick or the carrot. And you may not understand what I'm talking about just yet, but I want you to kind of picture like if you have like a pony that's, strung up in one of those roundabout things, that you take your kids to and they sit on, they ride around them and stuff like that. So if you want that pony to move, you can motivate it really in a couple of ways. You can either motivate it by, whacking it on its behind with a stick. That'll get it moving, absolutely. Or you can dangle a carrot in front of it. And that it'll keep moving. It'll keep trying to, I'm going to get that carrot. I'm going to get that carrot, right? And I mean, honestly, one is less painful than the other. So some of you may be sitting here and saying, I don't know what my purpose is. I just want to survive. Right? Like, I just want to pay my bills. I just want to make sure that my family's taken care of. I don't want to be worried about things. I don't want these debt people calling me, whatever. Like that may be where you're at. And while I can completely, feel for you and even understand where you're at, that's what we would call the stick motivation, right? And it's not the carrot. So the carrot is, I want to change the health of my community. I want to help everybody in my community get better in whatever area. Maybe there's a particular stat in your community. Maybe there's something that you really want to go after because you know that, there's an opioid epidemic in your community, or type 2 diabetes is running crazy in your area, and you want to be part of a change in that. That's that carrot motivation, right? That's a really strong, like, high motivation. That's one that'll get you up out of your bed. Because here's what happens. It's not necessarily wrong that we're motivated by, debt or finances or whatever, but the reality is we reach beyond that at some point. And as soon as the bills are paid, we kind of, and then you get comfortable, and then you don't have the desire as much to go in and to serve the patients like you did. And that's not a fun place to be at. That's not a long-lasting, healthy, sustainable place to be at. What you want to be looking for is, why do I want to do this? Why am I here? What is my purpose on this? Why am I a chiropractor? And go just straight for it, the whole 9 yards, and keep going. And the thing that I love about this is that you can absolutely switch. You can go from being motivated from the stick to being motivated by the carrot when you gain that clarity of why you do that. A lot of people tell me, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, that's okay. A lot of us don't know initially. We just have to try and move forward. And I love what Gandhi says about this. He says, go get lost in the service of others. And in doing that, you will find out why you're here. And that's what I would encourage you guys to do. Go get involved in your community. Go love on those patients. And then as you get those pings of like, I really enjoy this, investigate it a little bit further. Remember that your true purpose never has an end. It's not about just achieving that goal. It's so much more. It's about becoming this person and changing your environment around you, that which you were created for. So I know there was a lot of information we talked about there with purpose, but these are just the beginning steps. And if you need any more help with it, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, I'm Dr. Malone, and I'm here to help anytime you need. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks for joining us today. As a reminder, we've got regular webinars that go into even more detail. Check the description for more ways to get our content and sign up. If you'd like more information about AMC and how it might help your practice, you can always reach us at amcfamily.com.